Greetings all fans. Thanks for joining me once again on my video blog. I appreciate you showing up. Today we're going to talk about a subject that is heartfelt to me, and that is respect for personal injury attorneys. People who know me know I don't take myself all that seriously, but this is a subject I think we should take a little bit more seriously. People, for whatever reason, have chosen to malign personal injury attorneys as ambulance chasers and just scumbags in general. But I personally think that's because of several misconceptions that people have out there. So today I'm going to talk about 3 of those misconceptions, and maybe that'll make you think about what you think about personal injury attorneys. The first misconception is that we profit from other people's injuries. That's not really true. We profit from offering a service. We help injured people recover for their injuries. Now that's true. If you're going to malign us for profiting from that service that happens to be related to someone getting hurt, then you should also think poorly of doctors, nurses, EMTs, policemen, firefighters. In essence, they're doing the same thing. They're helping people that are in trouble. It doesn't really make sense when you think about it that way. The second is bad television commercials. Okay, I get it. We've got some horrible ones out there. No doubt. YouTube is replete with them. No doubt. I personally have had 2 television commercials, and I think they were very tastefully done, but that's just my opinion. I get it. To each his own. Everyone can have their own opinion. And certainly there are some bad ones out there, as I already admit. But think about this. For every bad one, there are several good ones, I think, that are very tastefully done. Also, think about all the other industries out there that have bad television commercials. Insurance companies, ESPN, auto dealers, tons of folks out there. Plumbers, everyone has had, every industry is represented by a bad television commercial out there. So when you think about it that way, you really shouldn't dislike us for that. The third misconception is that personal injury attorneys inflate their clients' damages and as a result, increase expenses for other people. Once again, I think this is a misconception. I don't think it's true. When people get injured due to the negligence of someone else, or perhaps the intention of someone else, they're entitled under our system to money damages in most cases. People deserve what they deserve. We don't necessarily try to inflate what they deserve. We just want them to get what they deserve. If the insurance companies or the people responsible for those injuries would simply pay these people what they deserve, you wouldn't need us. We are just offering a service, once again, to make sure that these victims are compensated. That's it. That's just the nature of our system. That's all we're doing. We're not trying to help people profit unnecessarily. Think about this. If you had the choice between getting $1 million but losing your leg, or keeping both of your legs and not having $1 million, you'd probably choose to keep both of your legs and not have $1 million. All we're doing in this instance is making sure someone is adequately compensated for their injury. That's all. One case that is often cited to me as personal injury law run wild is the infamous McDonald's Coffee case. People cite this as a ridiculous case where a woman was injured by coffee that she knew was already hot and just got millions and millions of dollars unnecessarily. That's not really an accurate way to portray this case. The particular McDonald's in this case had been cited several times for having coffee that was about 3 times as hot as it was supposed to be. And we're talking boiling, and coffee isn't supposed to be that hot. In this instance, this woman accidentally spilled coffee in her lap, this coffee that was 3 times as hot as it needed to be. As a result, she was not only burned, but certain parts of her anatomy were fused together. These parts aren't supposed to be fused together. Normal coffee wouldn't do that. Now, if that was you, I don't think you would endure that just to get some money out of McDonald's. Once again, this is a situation where if people were just doing the right thing, we wouldn't need personal injury attorneys. Recently, I had a telephone conversation with a defendant in a dog bite case. This defendant was the owner of the dog who bit someone he had been doing business with for years. He'd known my client and respected him and said he trusted him until my client called me, a personal injury attorney. Now when you think about that, you have to think about this. My client wouldn't have called me if A, this incident didn't happen, which the defendant could have stopped it from happening, and B, if the defendant had been doing what he was supposed to be doing and taking care of the victim of his negligence or his animal's conduct. Think about this. Do we hate people who stand up to bullies and pick on little guys? Do we hate people who fight for the rights of others? No, we generally admire those folks. The same should be true for personal injury attorneys because that's exactly what we do. Take a moment and think about that. Thanks for joining me once again. I appreciate it and hope to see you again soon. Have a good one.